Hey guys, how are you today? I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I know that we put a lot of emphasis on people being in the stream, and there is very good reason as far as why that is the case. Because there's a lot of things that have been going on recently that really every YouTuber should know about, and they should also know about the ways to protect themselves from these sort of shenanigans in the future. So without further ado, I do have special guest Miss Mickey XOXO, and I'm sorry I can't talk for some reason. Apparently, I haven't had enough caffeine. But I do have special guest Mickey XOXO. She's going to go over her story with you guys, and we're going to go over ways for you to protect yourself from these sort of things in the future. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get Mickey up here, and there we go. All right, and there's our good buddy Mickey XOXO. How you doing, Mickey? What is going on here? The desktop audio is not playing. Can you guys hear Mickey? Say something. Can you hear Mickey XOXO? give me a no sound. Okay, so they can't hear you. Hold on just a second. Guys, I'm going to reset OBS. OBS is being a pain in the butt. Hold on. Everybody's trying to reach out. There we go. So let's go ahead and start streaming again. Get back in here. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we're streaming again. Stream resumed. Perfect. All right, go ahead and say something. Test, test, test.
Test. Anybody can hear me?
All right, guys, can you give me a hell yeah? Let me know if you can hear Mickey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good.
Yes?
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so guys, we got Mickey here. I'm gonna let her tell her story, and I'm gonna give the floor to her. And then, like I said, afterwards, we're gonna go over a few things to protect yourself from these sort of things in the future. Remember, this can happen to anybody. Okay, this can happen to anybody, not just Mickey. We don't want it to happen to anybody else. So, with that being said, Mickey, the floor is yours.
I I just want to thank everyone for being in here. Um, wow, it's been it's been a rough day, weekend really, and I'm here really to just really let you guys know that I appreciate the support, and I don't want this to happen to anyone. Um, I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Well, first off, I pre-film over the weekend, and I was really getting ready to film a video. I opened up my business inquiry email, which is, you guys know, is Mickey RXOXO, which is not associated to my YouTube account. And I got an email from YouTube, and I see you guys in there. Thank you. And so they had said this was what it said. There was a complaint that there were spam emails in your channel, that we needed to review your channel. Please give us these 4 types of information, and we can go in there and review um, your channel URL, what your content is about, if you have any copyrights, and your channel password. And me being just compliant, I supplied the information. They couldn't log into my account, I guess, because my password was wrong. Because I don't log in often. So what was kind of suspicious was the email replied back within minutes. And YouTube don't work in minutes. They take days, if not longer. But this email came back right away. And I kept giving them my email, my password. And finally they said, well, give us your email account. So I did. And a few minutes later, a picture popped up saying, and I don't know the name, it was some weird name. It had a picture of somebody, and on the title it says, so and so now co-owns Mickey XOXO. And my channel is inaccessible. I can't get in. It seems like it's suspended. I know you guys could see my channel, but I can't get in there. I can't type. I'm pretty much locked out. And then a final email came through saying that the code has been sent. We reviewed your channel. Please wait for 24 to 48 hours before we contact you back. And that's where it left off. I also noticed that the email had, instead of coming from YouTube, google.com, it had mail.ru. And I know the RU part is some sort of international ending. So that was also fishy as well. Guys, I don't get YouTube emails a lot. So when something like this comes along, I want to jump on it just because it said that my channel could possibly be shut down. And you know how much we've worked on all of our channels. So
Absolutely.
just by nature, I supplied what they wanted like a dummy. And I've contacted YouTube. I've emailed them on many a front, whether it was the creator studio part, whether it was the restricted department, whether it was on Twitter. I've tried to send numerous emails, and of course, it takes them a while to get back. So I hope that someone has seen it. Right now it is suspended still, but what I know is I do have, which is really important, is that I do have the phone number as a second protection security wall on my account. I want to emphasize that you guys not only put your password, but also put your phone number.
It's called
as a second line of,
It's called two-step authentication, guys.
because no one knows my phone number. You guys get in contact with me with other social medias, but not my phone number. So hopefully that's what's hindering these scammers from completely getting into my account. I was able to check my AdSense and my other Gmail accounts, and I'm able to access that. But it's just my channel is suspended. I don't have control of it.
And as you guys can all imagine, not having control of your channel or having it taken away from you is a pretty scary thing. Basically, she was attacked on two fronts, guys. It all started with someone that was in her live stream. She was doing her live stream. She was doing her thing, as you can imagine. Mickey, being bubbly and just chatting with people and having a good old time. You know what I mean? And the mods, she has a great deal of mods. And guys, let's face facts. I mean, we put a lot of trust into our mods to do the right things, and we're not saying, I wasn't there. We're not saying necessarily that anyone did the wrong thing. But at the same time, if someone gets timed out, or if someone gets hidden, or if comments keep getting deleted that isn't justified, someone could get, ticked off or cheesed off, and they could retaliate against the channel. It's kind of like, I like thinking of it as road rage, but it's YouTube rage. You know what I mean? So what ended up happening to her is someone ended up reporting. Yeah, Alex, definitely. Alex Express 3, by the way, is he might be able to provide some insight that me and others haven't, by the way, Mickey. So definitely get in touch with him. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, guys. And I'm sorry we're not checking the chat, but this is kind of an important issue. We're going to be focused on that, so please don't get upset. But anyway, this person or persons decided to report her channel for spam, and it's so easy to do, guys. There's a link in the description to report abuse, and it's like a 2 or 3 step process, and someone just decided to outright do that. And there's certain things that the algorithm will act on automatically, and usually spam is one of them. It's usually one of the higher things that will be acted on automatically rather than in review. They'll act first and review later. So her account was suspended. She has no access to it. Her account was suspended. And so that was part 1. Part 2, I don't know if it was the same person or another person, but part 2 was scammers decided to reach out to her via email and obtain her password and try to pass it off as the review process. And like a lot of people, you're scared. You don't want your channel to go away. They pressure you, making you think your channel's going to be terminated if you don't comply with the email. So Mickey gave the information. She tried to comply to get this done as quickly as possible. She gave what she thought was the password. And then, of course, that is the first suspicious thing. And then of course they ask for the email. They should have the email. They should have the email already. If there's an issue with your channel and they're reaching out to you, they should have your account information. They should have the URL. And YouTube, guys, YouTube will never, I mean this, never ask you for your password. Never, ever, ever, ever. So now not one, but 2 counts. Mickey has to deal with 2 different things. She has to reach out and report to YouTube. She has to let them know that someone else is trying to gain access to her account. And the only saving grace right now for her is that 2-step authentication that Google has. So that's basically what's going on, guys. So, Mickey,
I Guys, I don't get YouTube emails often. You get your monthly, what is it, that monthly summary. So when something I think is high alert comes in, I just comply. And I should have known that it was through my other email account, when people reach out for business stuff versus my YouTube one. I have multiple email accounts just because, just for one for personal, one for YouTube, one for business stuff. So when I'm checking all this, I panicked and I didn't connect the 2 until last night when me and Gil were going over some things. So please just be really on high alert on things like that. I should have already flagged it when they asked for my password, but seeing in bold letters, we're shutting your channel down. I just got into like panic mode and started giving out information.
and that's what
please
these
be smarter
scammers
than
do.
that.
It's a scare tactic, guys. It's a scare tactic, and a lot of people fall victim to that. And it's understandable to a degree, but if it ever gets to the point where you get emails scaring you into, giving passwords and stuff like that, not just with YouTube, but any entity, don't do it. Reach out to that entity. And I know how hard it is to get in touch with YouTube, but there are channels through Twitter. There are channels to try to reach out to YouTube. Even though they don't respond right away, but there's still official channels to reach out to them.
And I have reached out via Twitter. There's no response. I haven't gotten any email response back from YouTube via email. So I'm just waiting, and that's just the toughest part.
Yeah, the toughest part really is the anticipation. It is. Not only does she have to wait for the review to go through, which is the official thing, she also has to fight against the clock. She let YouTube know. You did let YouTube know that someone has your information. So she's kind of racing against the clock for that too, to see if YouTube is going to reset her password or do anything to prevent her account from being taken over. And it's such an uphill battle if that happens. Wow, we've got 105 people in here right now.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I just check your emails, but please just be on, high alert on things like that, whether it's your personal stuff, credit card stuff, social security stuff, YouTube stuff, school stuff. Just people are out there doing this stuff, and they're getting to folks.
Pusha says that the response time is almost nil on the weekend, so chances are you'll probably hear the first of the week or so with the response. Just know this, Mickey, we all love you. There's 105 people in here that love you to pieces. We all support you. You're going to get through this, and ultimately you're going to have your channel back, and you're going to be live streaming and happy-go-lucky just before you know it, but you're going to be all the wiser now, like a lot of people. So we're here now. She's here now. We're here now to help prevent this from happening to anyone else in the future, because, we do love you guys, and no, we don't want this to happen to anyone else.
I don't want it to happen to anybody, because you guys work really hard to be a part of this community. And right now, I go into your live streams. I see you guys talking. I appreciate the videos and the streams. The worst part is I can't talk back.
Yeah. So she is there in spirit. She can see your stuff. She just can't respond. And she can't create another account or anything like that, because that would be in violation of YouTube community guidelines. And they would have cause to terminate her account if she created another account and used that. So she can't do that. She has to wait for the response from YouTube. It's as simple as that.
So I
Wow.
appreciate you guys reaching out, on Instagram and on Twitter. That's the only way that I have to communicate with you guys right now. I'm still on there watching and listening.
So if you have any questions right now, like I know we haven't really been paying much attention to the chat. Can you see the chat, Mickey?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So if you have any questions for Mickey, if you have any questions for me, please, now's the time. I'll definitely pay attention. We'll pay attention and answer what we can.
I just want to thank you guys for being in here. I want to warn you guys.
This is the YouTube that I know and love right here. This is the support of our community right here. And I love each and every one of you for that. I sincerely do. Mickey didn't deserve this. She really didn't.
No one does.
And I'll tell you what, again, I don't want to say that mods were to blame, but what I do want to say is that if someone comes into your chat and they do something that you do not want them to do, whether it be, say, the sub word, or if they're being somewhat, out of hand, make sure that you delete the comment and educate them why, you're deleting the comment. Give them the chance to turn it around. You know what I mean? And then if they continue to do so and you've already educated them, then, you're well within your rights as a mod to time them out and explain it again. Explain again why they've been timed out. Because if people feel shunned, or if people don't understand why, they're going to take a more aggressive approach and just be like, all right, well, they just don't like me. Screw you. You don't want that. You know what I mean? I know Mickey doesn't want that, and I know everybody's welcome in Mickey's stream, just as they are here. So, mods, do your part. Make sure that people are educated when you're timing them out, when you're deleting their comment. And if they're still being belligerent, you're well within your right to hide them at that point. Racist comments, when it gets to that point, I mean, you could delete them right away. You could hide them right away as far as I'm concerned. But if they're doing something that can be corrected in terms of a behavior, give them every possible chance, because that can prevent this sort of thing from happening.
I just want to say, I see your comments, guys. I really do. I'm not 100% right now to be going how I usually go. I do see it. I totally appreciate it. Thank you.
And she'll be back. It may be a couple, 2, 3, 4 days, guys, but she will be back. And she's always welcome on my panel. If she wants to come back on Tuesday and just have a good old time, because that's my next live stream day, she's more than welcome to do so. We can have a great time, just putting that invite out there. And I'm sure there would be a lot of people in line right behind me to have her up on their panel, just to make sure that she maintains her presence on YouTube. Not that she needs to, because she has a great big presence, doesn't she, guys?
Mountain Bushcrafter says the bus is still waiting.
Matt, Nomadic Bike, it's good to see you guys. Matt says 3 YouTube channels, each of them over 1 million. So YouTube knows this. Why can't Mickey XOXO make another channel? She can't make another channel, Nomadic Bike, because one of her channels is suspended. And if she creates a channel after it is suspended, it could look like she's trying to circumvent the system, and that violates YouTube community guidelines. So while her channel is in review, she has to wait the process out. If she had 2 channels already, then that's a different story. They may have suspended both channels, but if she has 2 channels, each under a different, email address, she's well within her right to use the other YouTube channel, if that makes sense. But while her channel's in review and under suspension, she can't create a new one. Because if YouTube finds out, they could terminate her channel, and it's not worth it. It's not worth that risk to lose something that she's worked so hard for.
I've thought about, what if the channel comes back? How do I go from there? I've also thought about, the other way around too. So it gives me time to think. It's just, I hate that it was put in someone else's hand for me to be forced to take my next step.
Alex Express, I know you have a lot of good things to say, and I know you're extremely knowledgeable when it comes to YouTube. You're more than welcome to join this panel if you'd like. just to kind of go over some things, not with just Mickey, but everyone. Because, again, the main goal of this stream right now is just to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else.
I see WTF Mike because I got 17 channels though.
He might be, he might be inclined to let you borrow
You're
one.
onto something.
Nabal's asking, is she sure is suspended and not accessible? Because yes, it is definitely suspended.
I can't get into my creator studio. I can't log in. When I try to log in, it says create a new account. Mickey XO is offline. I can't get to it.
Thank you, Faith in the Fallen. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys don't have to throw out super chats today. It's more about you guys than anything else. This is a message to you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to be on the lookout for our good buddy here, because Alex Express 3 really wants to convey some messages to you. She can make a new channel on a different email. True, that is true, Alex Express. But if YouTube finds out, it's all a matter of chance. I mean, she could definitely do that. But while it's in review, it's kind of a chancy situation, because if YouTube finds out it's her, even though it's a different email address, they could potentially be within their rights to cancel, like permanently terminate her channel. And I'm not trying to say that as a scare tactic. I'm trying to say that it's a real possibility.
Hard Life said, so are they using your channel? You guys can see it. I could go in there and see it. So far, nothing has been changed. If there's something weird going on, that wasn't by me. If they happen to access my channel that way. But as of right now, it's up. I just don't have any control.
Right now, Mickey has two things in her advantage right now. One being the two-step authentication process for changing passwords. And two, her account is suspended. YouTube did suspend that because someone reported spam practices on her unjustly on her channel. So with it being suspended, the spammers can't necessarily make any changes while that's the case.
With the spam reports, I doubt that no one's reported me. It's just that was in the email that they made it seem that way.
Well, your account is suspended.
Yeah.
It is suspended. So someone had to have reported you in order for that to happen. Otherwise, YouTube would have reached out to you through the official channels, letting you know they suspect suspicious practices. Someone's trying to gain access to your account. How do you add phone number to my account? It's through Google. Like if you go through, hold on just a second here. I will demonstrate.
Again, thank you, everyone. I see your comments. Thank you for being.
You guys are amazing. We really do appreciate you being here for this. Because again, this isn't about just Mickey. It's about all of you guys. She doesn't want to see you go through this. All right, so let me go ahead and make this full screen here real quick. But essentially what you do is you go up to the upper right-hand corner, and you can go into manage your Google account, and you can make any changes from there that you wish. So like security issues and things of that nature, you can go into secure your account. She can contact Google directly, but those are the channels that they're going to likely tell her to go through. So there's sign-in recovery, your devices, third-party access, things of that nature that you can go ahead and change. So there's no screen lock. There's a great deal of security here. There's a great deal of security. They can tell you what has access to your channel. There's a lot of stuff that YouTube can do to help protect you. But the two-step authentication can be done directly through there. Thank you, SnoopEats408. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the sentiment, too.
No, it's the communities coming together, because this could happen and affect anybody. It don't matter what kind of channel you are, how big you are or small. I've seen bigger channels, get affected this way as well. The same exact situation. So we just have to come together as a community and teach each other. I didn't know anything about this. If I knew about this, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I
Right.
want to make sure you guys know too.
Let me get Mickey back up here. There you go. All right. Alex, I'm sorry I didn't catch your response, buddy. But if you want to come up here, I'd be happy to make that happen. I'll need like like a Twitter or like if you could reach out to me via Hangouts. Let me see. Prime plus 4 at gmail.com.
I'm not
There
burping today. I don't feel like it.
No, you do whatever you want to, Mickey. You do whatever you want to. It's no holds barred here today. Yes, Robert Banks says we love Mickey. We do love Mickey, and thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Sparky Jones, the biggest piece right there is, like I said, I mean, it all boils down to how you're treated. You're treating your viewers. It all not that Mickey was treating them bad, but these are ways to kind of protect yourself and prevent people from kind of flying off the handle. You can't make everybody happy, but just be as considerate as possible to your viewers. Make sure that your mods are educated and they don't shoot from the hip, so to speak, to to delete comments, to time people out, or hide people without actual justification. And go through that stop process of deleting comments, then timing them out, and then ultimately hiding them, with each step making sure that mod educates that person
I'm
as to
sorry,
why.
Gil.
No,
The
you're
chat,
fine.
they're
You're fine.
making me laugh.
Of course, that's the goal. That everybody's trying to make you laugh. It's all going to work out in the end. It really is. It's just that anticipation at this point.
Y'all are cracking me up. Got poop charts. People say release the burp. You want to do it?
How is that poop chart going anyway?
Well, maybe take it out.
Well, you can go ahead and take it out if you want.
Uh,
Uh-oh. All right. Hold on just a second here.
no, it's overwhelming the amount of support you guys are giving me. I'm trying to respond back. I've been plugging the heck out of a few folks in here, including Gil, so I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to figure it out so I can get back to you guys.
Absolutely. Mickey, if you want to take the floor for just a few moments and field some questions and respond to some funky responses, I'm going to try. I want to see if I got any invites from our good buddy Alex here.
Ron says why they did that to me. It's just spam email. They send those out. They send it to everybody that will bite. Guess who bit? And I feel defeated. I feel dumb. I feel ashamed. I feel embarrassed. I should know better. I don't want it happening to you guys. You guys also put a lot of work in your channels, and I wish that I had someone standing over my shoulder saying, "No, Mickey, like don't do it." And it's too late now. This has kind of opened up my eyes to really be more protective of my channel, smarter. I've learned so much about y'all's support.
If you guys ever see anything that looks a little weird or funky or out of the norm at all, don't hesitate to ask any of your fellow YouTubers. Do some research. You know what I mean? You don't have to immediately respond right then and there. Allow yourself some time to make sure it's a legit thing.
I just like how much you guys support not just me but each other. It's amazing, and that's the part that I want to get back to. It's not about the views or the numbers. I just want to reconnect with you guys.
And you will. You will. We all know it. It's a matter of time. The claims are they're bogus. We all know that. We all know that. Alex, if you're still interested in coming up on the panel, bud, feel free to reach out to me via Hangouts. I gave the email address. I'll put the email address in again. Because I'd really like to hear your insight. I know you're extremely knowledgeable about YouTube and the ins and outs of the algorithm and, the rules, the guidelines, things of that nature.
Thank you, guys.
There we go. I'll just put that out again. If you can reach out to me via Hangouts, just send me an invite or send me, via Hangouts, your email address so I can include you on this current Hangout. That would be great. Farmal Fanatic has a good point. Small channels don't get the red carpet from YouTube, and that's certainly true. When issues arise like this, it certainly feels like a horror show to try to get responses, to try to get things resolved.
Oh, I didn't think my weekend would start like this. I was literally all dressed and glammed up for a video, and I had to look something up in my email to get the company's name or something. Just happened to see that email, and that's when it just went downhill from there.
And guys, you can show your support and love too. You said that you reached out via Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Twitter.
All right. Do me a favor, guys. As you can see, Gil can't get in. Alex, are you comfortable with giving me your email address in the chat? If not, we can grab it through some other method. I really would love to have you in here.
You want to message it to me?
Yeah, you can. If you have, she could relay it to me. If you have communication with Mickey, that'd be fine too. We really, really would like to have your insight if you're willing to come up on the panel. Absolutely. So yeah, guys, there's no music today. There's no networking today. Just a clear message, and a story. And we just want you guys to. Oh, excellent. Okay. All right. Hold on.
I just want you guys to protect your channels. Be aware of who you're inviting in. Not everybody's there for you. Look out for emails. Look out for spam comments. Everything is against us. And we have to just be smart.
Alex, it's not letting me. I'll tell you what, Alex, I'm going to send you a link via email. Give me just a second.
And thank you, everyone. I see the comments. I really do.
Yeah, guys, stick around because Alex I'm serious. Alex has some really good knowledge too, and he may be able to offer some insight, that we haven't necessarily conveyed yet. And anybody else like Pusha Studios, I know that they were in here visiting. They're certainly more than welcome to come up here. Hold on, Alex. Appreciate you bearing with me.
Guys, get that second step phone number as your protection wall.
Yeah, and you can do all that through that upper right-hand corner icon.
Put that in there.
Alex, I just sent you an email with the link, bud. All right. I need to close this so I can see the chat. Amy Amore, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Ooh, okay. Hold on just a second. Mickey, cover me. Cover me.
Okay.
I'm trying to cover some logistics on this end.
I see E-Waste's comment. I've been blowing up E-Waste. He's probably like, here she goes again. I've been blowing up E-Waste. He's probably like,
Alex.
Hey, me. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Mickey.
Are you at a good stopping point?
I'm missing you. What's up?
I was in your stream earlier. I'm in people's streams. I just can't type.
I know. There's some Russian guys doing that for the last few weeks with the RU at the end of the email. That means Russia, right?
I've gotten those as my companies, when I get my purses, they have RU as well for their website.
Yeah, they're from Russia. And it has nothing to do with you or as a target. It's just everybody's getting targeted. There's no, it's not, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because your channel is growing. I feel you, man. It's kind of hard because I'm feeling it too. But see, you got to think of it this way. It's not YouTube. You're okay. It's not nothing to do with YouTube. You're doing
Right.
everything by the numbers.
Right.
You got hacked. They're going to see the IP addresses from these bad people. You'll be okay. You got to understand there's 365 million videos per day. So there's a lot of people on the wait list to get on customer service. And sorry, there's a big train going by. So what you got to think about is that you did nothing wrong. You did your declaration. You know, I'm sorry. I see you crying. I feel emotional. But no, I feel like crying. Yeah, I'm a man, not cry.
It's a
Anyway,
sucky thing. Hey, you can do whatever
Sorry.
you want up here, buddy.
I'm a crier. Don't cry. I'll cry for
Yeah.
everybody.
No, I don't want you to cry, man. I mean, you'll see, the thing is, let's say your channel is gone. Your subscribers are not gone. You're gonna get them right back, like I did, in a matter of weeks and months. You save your videos. You have nothing to worry about. I was dumb. I didn't save my video.
I did what you said, and I backed up as many as I could on an external hard drive.
Yeah.
Excellent idea.
It's hard to think because, I'm getting emotional, but I don't want you to, you're always making us happy. And, we don't want you to see, we don't want to see it like this. And it's hard to kind of concentrate. You are okay. You did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There was other bad actors. You're going to have to consistently write to Team YouTube on Twitter. That's the fastest way. Every hour, every day, flood them out and say, please have a human go over this. Because if the algorithm takes over this from that report, it'll kind of be harder. They're going to ask for, this time they're going to really ask for URLs and channel IDs, which you already have, because of the fact that the algorithm locked you out. So you want to prevent that by telling YouTube, hey, it's me, this is my channel, my life. Please, and every day, you're a smart person. Do a professional email saying, please, I was compromised by a bad actors from China, from Russia. Do it your way. Right now I can't formulate because, like I said, I saw you crying and it just hit me. But you're a strong person. Come on now. If you could take on Robert Banks, I'm pretty sure you could take on YouTube. Come on now.
He's nothing. Waste, Mount Bushcrafter, who else? Mess Hall, all y'all, Empty Outdoor, all y'all. Nothing.
Yeah, Drew Food Reviews. He loves eating Burger Kings and busting on you. But, the thing is, you didn't do nothing wrong. You're going to have to write to Team YouTube at Twitter. Go into the reply email from when you have from the customer support. I think it's the review team for the infraction. Now, again, you didn't initialize this bad acting, right? YouTube says bad acting is like when a person does activities that's bad. So you're not a bad actor, according to YouTube. You are okay. They're going to review it. They're going to see it wasn't you. But you got to make sure that you put this in the email. There's a recent activities from Russia. You formulated your way that has been hacking channels. They've been getting false information from, the passwords from channels and then compromising the channel into being flagged and so forth, or being spammed. This was not me. These hackers. Please have a human review this. Then they will use the tools to IP search where this activity came from. They're going to see that it was not you spamming. They did that. See, once you tell them and stay on them, my channel was not deleted from a few months ago, but it was suspended, but I never chased it. I never did these procedures because as of March, the whole game plan was changed in terms of customer service. And you know that with the 2 terrorist attacks on the live feed and with the at Capocalypse 2 with the thing with the advertisers, those 3 events in March was a real bad situation for YouTube. They heightened their filters. They did things to compromise innocent channels with false positives. So when my channel was compromised, for me to get it back, it was easier for me just to do a new one because of the fact that I'm still waiting right now. It's been like 8, 9 weeks.
Wow.
Imagine that. In your case, you was not at fault. Now, again, you did the right thing. You right away jumped on it and noticed that there was a discrepancy with that. You did the right thing. But don't forget, don't quit. Stay on Twitter every 2 or 3 hours. There you go.
I just did.
Right on.
Yeah, she's starting to get stronger. I could see. Look at that. She's like Wonder Woman.
She certainly is. And I don't mean to interrupt you guys. You're definitely on a good tear there. But I just wanted to welcome Pusha Studios to the panel.
Hey.
Hi, hello.
Hi, how are you? Mickey, first of all, sweetie, I'm sorry we've been out of commission. We had some construction going on, so we literally just found out about a little while ago. First of all, our heart goes out to you.
Thank you, Pusha.
We've been in this boat, so you have a bit of understanding here, believe me. And there's nothing worse than feeling right at this moment like you're cut off. And I'm not going to make it all tiny because it sucks when it's happening. You didn't. This will get rectified most likely. I mean, pretty soon. The weekend is very slow with YouTube. That's one thing about it. So I want to tell you right now, don't lose hope on that. That's just the nature of this beast. Can you just go over quickly, just in a quick couple of points, exactly? Can you walk it? Because I want to hear it right from you. I missed it until Gil. Can you just walk us through, like, just a couple of high points that happened?
And thanks for being here. Thank you very much.
Hey,
of course, we're in it together. I mean, we know how it feels like, so as much as we can help.
Because the spamming thing, we've been flagged 7 times. I think it is 7 or 9, one of the two.
Yeah, we've been through this. So if you can get through the facts, what exactly happened, because I'm not really up to date either, except for the results of it, so to say, but what exactly happened.
All right. Well, it started with an email that looked completely legitimate, YouTube logo and everything. It went through my business inquiry email, not my actual YouTube email, which should have been the first flag. But me looking at the email, panicking, I didn't put 2 and 2 together till later. So anyways.
So the first part, because that's what I was wondering. So the first one was that email, because we're familiar with it. We know that scam. So that's the first email that happened. Okay.
It said from your YouTube team, everything, YouTube logo up there. It was legit. Right.
Yeah.
You know, from my eyes, it was legit.
Yeah, I get you. Sorry.
No worries. And then after that, it said, word for word, it said that there was a complaint saying that I had spam videos on my channel. Right. They're going to need to review it. These are some informations that they need.
Right.
One was channel URL. Second was channel description. Third was copyright, yes or no, if I had any. Third was channel password.
Yes. We're familiar with that email too. Yes.
Yeah. And so me, again, I was getting ready for a video. So I was already rushing. I was panicking. I've never seen that stuff before. I complied.
Right.
I sent it over. And guys, if you know, if you're on your computer or laptop, when you click YouTube, it comes up as your account. So I haven't actually logged in with my password for over a year now. I just click YouTube, it's me. Right. So I actually forgot my password. I sent them the password that I thought it was, and it wasn't correct. So right away, within 1 minute, the same email came back and said the password is not correct. Please send password. Right. Which I should have already red flagged. YouTube don't work that fast. Right. So I should have been like, So I sent them another. I actually recreated another password thinking that I forgot it. Yeah. So I sent them the new one. They said, no, that's not right. I sent them the same one. They said, no, that's not right. So we went back and forth within minutes, which again is really weird. Right. And then in the end, I guess they got frustrated. They said, give us your email address. So I gave them my email address. After that, seconds later, I saw another email pop up. It said a name. It had a picture of some kid on there. And it said, so-and-so. I didn't catch the name. It was a foreign name. Right. Co-owns Mickey XOXO.
Yeah.
The last email that came through was, your code has been sent. It will take 24, 48 hours to review. Please change your password.
Right.
And nothing's.
Now, you never received a code or anything like that.
No.
And you have step verification, you said, right? I did catch that. You have the phone verification.
I do.
Well, good. Okay, that was a good thing. And well done for that.
Yeah.
That's your barrier, because you would basically have no channel at this point right now if it wasn't for that.
As of right now, I could access all of my Google emails. I could access AdSense. I just cannot get into my channel. I can't log in. I can't get to my Creator Studio.
And just to address Dad Random, we have been covering it for a couple of weeks, but not everybody's at the show. Not everybody, and I mean other channels too. It's you know, it's easy to miss something like that.
It started with Brand Beauty blog that put a Twitter out that she had had this same kind of similar issue, and she actually also answered with a password, and then that's why, like, we talked about that on our live stream about not giving your passwords out to anyone. But I also understand the frustration, Mickey, and it can happen to anyone. Even knowing that, you know, you are stressed, you know, obviously you're worried about the channel. So even knowing that people do that, it happens. So please don't, you know, blame yourself for doing it. It's okay.
You know how I congratulate you on the two-step process? Last year, some of the channels, you guys might know them, Line of Tech Tips. It's a tech channel with almost 7 million at the time. Boogie2988, H3H3 Podcast. They had two-step verification. The problem was the phones that they used didn't. And people actually contacted their phone carrier, said they were the person that had lost their SIM card, and got the phone company to send them another SIM card, put it in, the hacker then put it inside their phone and took control of those channels. So don't feel bad. Everybody gets caught in stuff like this. So that's the first thing, okay? Secondly, I knew right away, that's why I'm glad you told us the process, because it didn't make sense. YouTube would never cease your activities, suspend them without for spam. We've had it done to us. So that's why I wanted to see the order that it happened into. They've right now frozen them because somebody's trying to come in with a different IP address, a different call, and they do not have your phone number. So once again, congratulate you. Did the right thing. You have the phone. You stopped. Was going to go a lot further. So I first want you not to be so hard on yourself. Okay, I know how you feel, but I want you to take a little, just a pause for yourself.
I feel dumb. I really do. We talk about, my husband and I talk about this all the time. They try to get credit card information. So, you know, the usual mail. And now I just didn't apply that to YouTube.
Why do people lose their wallet or something when they're on vacation? Because we're in the moment, we're busy, and we're just drop our guard for a second. It all happens to everybody. So
is there anything else besides that? Because about first, like, what I heard now is that you got flagged as well. Is that true, or it's just a rumor?
I was going off of the initial email that there were spam emails, but I'm not sure. I'm really just kind of walking in the dark right now.
Right.
I could have gotten flagged.
We thought maybe there were two avenues they could have taken.
Password. I don't.
Yeah, they could have reported her from spam, but you said that they don't automatically suspend due to that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The automation system, if it's a severe case of flagging, such as bullying, the severity of the flag is what activates the algorithm. The review process when you get suspended or terminated is done by people. Because of the fact that it was done by people, you know, her channel was compromised. She cannot get controls of it because of the hackers.
Right. Yes.
They compromised her channel. So it's nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube's going to see what's going on. Her channel's going to be just fine. She's going to be okay. It's just there's millions of people in front of her, you know, waiting for customer service.
Yes, but that's the thing. Like for the flagging, if it was already compromised, then it can't be flagged because the channel's inactive. There's nothing to do with it. So then that's why we're wondering if it's probably stopped right at the suspension. Because as soon as they tried to access her account without the phone number to verify it, it would freeze all activities until something. That's the whole reason why that second process is in there, is to stop it from going further.
And the whole purpose of suspending the account would probably be to grab the attention of the owner of said account to get them to reach out. Is that correct?
That's the whole point of it. That's why it's there. It did its purpose. And if somebody can't, if Mickey gave the okay, because she wanted to, that's one thing. But because she doesn't, automatically it goes into frozen mode until it's resolved. Because that's the point. They can tell somebody's trying to hack it. That's exactly what it is.
So now going back to Mickey, I just wanted to understand, is that all that happened? So you got that email, you answered, and this is the result. That's what it is.
That was a lot.
Yes. Right after the email sequences that I communicated, my channel was completely suspended.
Yeah. It's not fly. It's stopped with the phone number.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, actually. No, because I want to understand from Mickey what exactly.
Yeah, right after that, I tried to get in because it was completely suspicious, and that extra co-owner email came in, and I went, crap. So I went in and tried to do everything, and I was completely locked out.
Right. Yes, exactly. Because you have that number, and that it's a safe wall. It's like a firewall, basically, that adds another step. That's its purpose to do, is to keep somebody from taking control or ruining your account. So
who did you get in touch with, or what were your following steps with, like YouTube or anything else?
And I thank Gil because we were up late trying to figure it out. He was sending me different sites to go on. I've contacted the creator help on YouTube. I also typed to the there's another department that was like oh my gosh, I can't remember. There's separate departments that you can email. So I've done those. I've done the Twitter. I've done just the general feedback help. I've emailed at least 6 to 10 times. So I got to see something.
Your Twitter, pass around as many live streams, including ours, through Twitter, whatever, like through DMs or whatever. Get us, all of us, everybody that has live streams, so we can all go and reshare it, like it, comment, so it gets as high a priority. We got hit our first time was last year. It was 2 weeks before we got monetized, so we had no recourse. And it was because of Gator the Legend, and he got it 300 times in an evening. And they helped us, and within 12 hours, we got the channel back. I got our rights, live stream privileges. Because they won't suspend him for that unless it's multiple abuses like that. It's community strike.
Did you Mickey? YouTube has a new system now as of March to help with more customer service. So that's going to be a relief to you. They're going to have more of that as of March. They added more people, keyword. So you should be, like I said, your channel, you did nothing wrong. And I'm gonna tell you, like 9 out of 10 people would have fell for that. It's just not you. They're that good. They've been doing that for 2 weeks now, these Russians. And you know, like I said, it could happen to anybody. Do not discount yourself or minimize your persona because of these.
Yeah.
That's what see your reaction. That's what they're looking at right now. This is what they wanted.
I know. And I tell people that, you know, about trolling stuff, and it crushed me, guys. Like it completely crushed me.
And guys, this is what I'm talking about not see, I had one perception of what had gone on here. And this is kind of the important thing. If something doesn't quite jive, or if something's going on with you, to get a fresh perspective on things, because I'm learning too. I mean, with all these guys here, I'm actually learning a few different things, and as far as what had happened. So I'm grateful that Alex and Pusha, you guys came on to share your perspective on this.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we love Vicky, man, and it makes me emotional. Right now, and I don't care, I'm a man, but that's just me. I mean, she's always making us happy, and no matter what, even when she's tired, even when she has a family, she takes time, and we're not going to let this happen. We're going to make sure we call customer support and, do what we have to do.
Did you have any contact beforehand with the rep? Like, do you have a rep personal to your channel?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a rep or any personal contact,
representative,
communication with YouTube?
No, I've never really reached out. The earliest time I reached out was when I had multiple dislikes, but that's minimal. But I don't have a personal contact.
And go ahead.
I just said that maybe what we can do is to contact our rep with her information and see if we can pass it along.
We can
that
try.
Would be fantastic if you could.
We can do that. I'm just gonna I want to address two things. That and WTF, Mike, who brought up a good point. He says, "Isn't denial of service the easiest way to shut down a channel?" Though Mike is 100% right. That's why I don't want to come on here and be all sunshine rain. We can't. I don't think that's fair. I wouldn't want anybody being unrealistic with me. Mm-hmm. This is not nothing of all this is guaranteed.
No.
What's saving her right now though is because she is the owner of the phone number. They can use that to verify it, and that's a truer connection that she does have access to her channel. That's her saving grace. But is it 100%? Never. And even with us with a rep, a lot of times we tried in the past and they don't want to touch it unless the person has. Yeah. But it doesn't hurt to try it. So
and also that she Mickey was very fast on the trigger. She responded really fast. That was real good to let the people know that it was not her. She did that that's a good thing for, that she did that.
Definitely. The faster, the better. It's always good in any situation. The quicker you get involved with it, the more chances you have. I mean, but once again, it's not Mickey, we love you, right? And I'm not trying to bring you down.
I appreciate all this. Again, like I said, I'm still learning. I'm still going to make boo-boos.
We're the king of them. That's what we built our show on, was mistake. That's our trademark. But I don't want to lie to you. I mean, but I also, there's a very good chance this will be fake, but there's also no guarantees. That's why I agree with Mike on that one. It is a chance. chance of it. It is.
Now, Free to Laugh now is meeting with a friend who works at Google. So maybe if you can pass along the information, I'll get in touch with Mickey in private, so you know what to pass along. That would be good.
Definitely.
The more we can do that, that better. I know also two trusted flaggers that I can email personally and ask them. So we'll do that. As much as we can personally try to contact like human beings instead of machine, we can try to do that. Free to Laugh now is going to talk with his friends, so we'll see if maybe they can.
The attention helps, because if you open enough doors and push enough, there's a chance that somebody who can help will get it and maybe speed it along.
Also, if you do have that Twitter, I don't know what exactly you tweeted at them, at Team YouTube, #GHelp, #YTHelp. Usually adding those two hashtags speeds up the answering. If you do that, and then people can retweet it, like, so it gets more attention on your original tweet. So if you can give us a link of that or just pass it along, so the more people can retweet your original tweet to Team YouTube, that also might help.
And that's right, Premier Help. 2 steps are you are forced to put in a code from your phone to log in. I think it's answer. That's exactly it. That's why it's there. It's a firewall. It's another step in prevention.
And retweeting and responding to that tweet if she reaches out to Team YouTube, the more the merrier, that will bring more attention to that tweet. Sorry.
And it'll flag you. I found the comment that I did to Team YouTube, and then I'll just put Pusha Studios.
We'll retweet it, and the more people can retweet that original Mickey's tweet, the better. If you
and what should I hashtag?
Make a trend.
Hashtag Blue Wrench Group for our group to get it started, and then we're going to trend it from there. And everybody else keep grabbing it. Everybody in live streams that you know is having live streams, grab that link and just keep putting it out there. The more people that hit it, the more higher it goes up in the visibility for YouTube. And they are quite good actually on Twitter. But because this is a hacking breach, it's not going to be in the same resolve as a community strike. It is going to most likely take longer because they're going to have to verify, to the point that they do in some cases actually send a document to your residence and that. So
make sure you put the information on Mickey about these Russians in the last few weeks that have been doing this on a consistent basis.
Do not say Russians. Do not say Russians, because sometimes that can get you flagged. Be careful of names.
Racial.
Yeah, just say that you're hackers. Just leave it at that.
They are aware of that. Like I said, this is not the first time.
We've actually had it in 3 shows ever since Beauty, but I mean, just say hackers onto it, and then say the email has been circulating. Just because if it says Russian, that could get it removed from Twitter, and you don't want that. You want the opposite.
Pusha, Alex, this question feels out to both of you there. Is there a private way that Mickey can send out like screenshots of these emails?
Definitely. You have us already on Twitter, Mickey, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Just DM us. Anything you need as well. I'm sure with Gil and but as well with you. Just DM us on Twitter, anything you got, okay, please?
Okay.
That's the fastest way. So or email if you need it. It's there on our about section. But yeah, if you have Twitter, just DM us.
And R5 asked if there was anything we could do or you guys can do. The answer is quite simple. Like Pusha was just saying, and Alex for that matter, make the Twitter tweet trend. Retweet it out. Respond to her tweet. Make it trend so that it'll grab YouTube's attention faster.
It's power in numbers. That night, like I said, Gator the Legend, he got 300 retweets and comments in that evening, and by morning we had our channel back. This will take a bit longer as a process, but that means how fastly, when everybody gets behind it, it gets YouTube's attention, and they're quite good with Twitter. They're quite impressive with it. So, but because this is a privacy issue, it won't be most likely fixed as fast, because they'll have to verify it that this person legitimately is making a false claim. So
your girl Shay Marshall is wanting to kind of retouch base on the 2-step verification, which is very important. Everybody needs to have that.
Yep. Well, you can tell them, or Gil, sorry.
No, Mickey, go for it if you want to.
Again, guys, you have your password. That's minimal. You guys have to also link your personal number on there. Again, I wouldn't start giving out your personal number, but that would be a second firewall as security. When I log into any of my Gmail accounts, and I have a few, I always have to verify it also on my phone. It says, are you trying to log in on a different device? And if you are, do a thumbprint verification, like if you're going into your banking account. So all of that are firewalls for someone trying to easily manipulate your channel or trying to access it.
And if if you don't have access to a device that does the thumbprint, you can definitely do the code verification as well, and have that sent to your device.
Yep.
Trust me, guys, it's a saving grace.
Yep.
You know, it's really important to Mickey. You know, we love you. You know that, and even if your channel goes away, which is not, you can put it back up so fast because you got the fans still here. We're not going to go nowhere, and you got your videos backed up. Tell the people how important that is, backing up your videos.
Spread the word. You know, share the wisdom that you've accumulated from this experience.
Absolutely. I learned that from Alex. All of my videos I have put on an external hard drive. I don't have it here with me, but try to do that, especially even the ones that are the important ones or the ones that you cherish the most. Make sure you back those things up.
Yeah.
There's a good program we use for our live stream, like interviews and all that, is 4K downloader. And it will download because we put, if you have all yours in playlists, you can download by playlist because stuff that you haven't uploaded. And you can go in and instead of doing them one by one, so we have it set up and we just update it every so often to the main ones. Like for instance, the wheel, now we don't, but anything for interviews, certain tech talks and that. So if you do a lot of live streaming, you can back it up there as well.
See, and I never thought about backing up my live stream.
And we also talked about this too, and I'll talk about it really briefly. You know, if in the event that your YouTube channel goes down for a situation like this, it's always good to have some sort of backup. You know, your social medias, you know, Twitch. Let's see. Wow, can't speak. You know, Twitter, Twitch. You know, some means to get out there via live just to communicate with your viewers and let them know what's going on. Super important.
And she can have a second channel because the only thing we should have trouble with is if it was for AdSense. That's the only thing at this point. And even that she hasn't been hit with because it was a lockout.
Oh, that's a good question. Andrew, can you elaborate on that? We were talking about that earlier because it's my understanding, because we did extensive research last night. If your account's suspended because of one reason or another, if she were to create another channel, technically that's terms for YouTube to terminate. However, this situation is kind of unique. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, and that's a good point because it depends what it was for, sir. I think I got my focus on. What happens is that if, say, she was suspended for copyright or stuff like that and not allowed to live stream, and that live streaming on another channel is prohibited and stuff like that. Because she's through a lockout, there's no problem here at all. She can have another channel because she wasn't hit with a community guideline strike for anything like that. So she is allowed to still communicate. She can have a second. If she already had one, she's free to use it or to create another. There'll be no penalties to her whatsoever.
Trapper Jay, I want to answer that question. No, you shouldn't have to worry about TubeBuddy because that's verified and approved via YouTube. TubeBuddy, vidIQ, they're legit.
Yeah.
Don't forget that the most important thing, like what Mickey was doing, backing up her channels, she says she has it in an external drive, which is physically there. But let's say if the dog eats it, you might want to consider when you have a big branded channel like yours or Fusa's to do like a cloud service, which is cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, a very good point.
You know, I'm always talking about on the live stream about how there's varying degrees of experience on YouTube in the chat. Guys, this is a shining example of that. This really is, because I'm learning too from all of you guys. You guys are fielding some great questions. We've got some great people on the panel that are bringing context to the situation that I couldn't. So thank you guys for that.
And another thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that's something that happens, unfortunately, at a bad scenario. Like that's where a lot we're learning from ours when we were getting flagged. I don't know. The last time we got flagged was when we hit 7,000. And we had a channel that one of our mods was throwing out for doing sub for sub. And they said, fine, well, then I'm going to flag you. And that's what happened. So in the middle of our celebration, we got flagged again.
Oh, geez.
It's either the 7th or the 9th time. That's what we were trying to remember, that we've been through this. But,
unfortunately, we're experienced with this one.
Yeah, that's why I asked you for the level, because I knew you wouldn't get it for that. That's why I wanted to see the level, where the timeline that things happen. But that's how we do learn, unfortunately. And it's nice when you do come up and share your story in these hard times, because people get behind you, which is important. You're also helping other people get educated. There's a lot of people in here that maybe didn't hear about it today. Yes, like they said a while ago, we've brought it up in live streams, but we don't do it every live stream. Nobody's there every minute. Some people don't. I mean, there's 1 billion plus channels running right now. 2 billion, actually.
See, the thing is, if you do get deleted, have no fear. Just stay strong, stay stronger. I was just talking to China. She had a channel deleted. She had like 7,000 subscribers, 8,000 watch hours. She was making some statements, and this is key. The comments classified filters are so high right now, on high alert, because of the advertisers. This is all about money, right? If you say the wrong thing, if you think about the wrong thing, I mean, these common classified filters are out there watching that, and it's automated. So what happens is her channel got flagged for that reason. She was saying a few suggestive things, right, on her channel. Boom, gone. She came back with her channel, with a second channel. I think it's called Princess Fame. Again, I told her, like, hey, stay strong. My channel was deleted a few months ago. I had 4,000 subscribers plus. It hurt me for like 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, I was like, Mickey, I was like crying like a little 9-year-old girl. I really didn't cry, but you know what I mean? The thing was, my next channel was and I feel so good. See, she's smiling. I'm not crying no more. Look at that. I feel like she inspires us. She makes us strong, just like when Fuza does his streams and Gil. I was on Gil's stream last night, right? As tired as I was there. I was chatting with him, and then I passed out. But the thing is, we all know, we all here as a strong family, Mickey. We want to see your smile again. We don't, and one important thing, if you do go down, and let's say you're starting over your channel over, you could go on Streamlabs, the OBS on Streamlabs, which is the open broadcast. Anyway, there's a software that's called Streamlabs. That's a YouTube verified stream service, which you could go on a YouTube platform on the community tab, and on your live feed tab, and gain access to Streamlabs. With that, you could get watch hours, just like you could do a live stream, or you could go on your laptop. But the thing is, there's no reason for you to give up hope. If you love YouTube, then it shouldn't be work. If you're gonna rebuild it again, it shouldn't be work. And then if you have a different purpose that's different, we respect that. But Mickey, we know you love YouTube. She has like a bazillion subscribers and watch hours, and she's still up at 5 a.m. watching YouTube and supporting us. He goes to my boring stream and supports me, and I feel so good because I'm boring as hell. I got an information channel. I'm like a news reporter. I'm boring, but she makes it fun.
Can I clarify on something for you, bud?
Sure.
Because you have emotions and you cry, and that makes you more of a human being, more of a man in my eyes. So don't ever feel like you have to apologize or think that's a weakness, because it's certainly not, bud.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I've been in the service, and I'm seeing a lot of bad stuff. And Mickey is human, man. It's not fair that any person, it could be purple, it could be a Martian, it could be, I'm white and Puerto Rican. It could be Puerto Rican, it could be white, it could be Mexican. Any person that does that to her, we consider our enemy. And because we love her. And it's not your fault, Mickey. We need to see you happy again. We want you to come back. And it's not your fault. You will come back.
I also want to tie in, I do a lot of product reviews. Does that affect anything? Not that, it's not about that, but it's just because I've done product verification or declaration. I don't want to, affect those companies, because I have drawn those companies in.
Yeah, well, truthful answer, it can at the time right now, but I mean, if it's rectified, there's no issue whatsoever. Right. If you get your channel back, you're good to go. It's just like nothing happened. I mean, you won't remember it, but you're okay.
I'm just again worried that it'll trickle over and affect those companies that have been intertwined with me.
You want to say something?
No, I don't think so. I agree with Andrew said. I think one step at a time. So we'll think now of trying to get in contact with YouTube human beings, so then you can talk with them, and one step at a time. So
if you don't reach out to them directly, it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, your channel is still up. People can play your videos still. So for them, as far as they're concerned, it's business as usual.
Exactly.
It's not like they have a news flash. Mickey is spamming stuff, so don't give a response. It's nothing like that. Like, for that to happen, that's like a whole different, nobody knows nothing. And here is all the family. We're going to help you with support. Pusha, of course, Gil, all of us in here. We're all going to be here. Your channel is still there. You did nothing wrong. They took advantage. Bad people, bad actors, YouTube, they're going to see that. You did nothing. When you did your content declaration bar. You went to your community tab, you hit advanced, you went to the right-hand side, you went all the way to the bottom, you hit content declaration all, right? Anything you put on there is going to show on YouTube saying this contains a paid product endorsement and so forth. You did everything right. When you do your review of what was it, a ring, right? When you did that perfectly. You sponsored the link. You gave out the name. You said you liked the ring. You didn't say nothing wrong. You didn't say. You let YouTube know that you was doing that. You're not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Always keep that in mind. You did everything right. What you have to concentrate now is, as when you hang up, we're gonna call. We're gonna go on Twitter. You do the same thing. You let them know consistently. I think Fuchsia Andrew has some flaggers, which is great. Flaggers are people, you could become a flagger too, Mickey, if you want. The flagging system here on YouTube has a requirement, but anybody could become a flagger. A flagger is like the police of the YouTube.
It's like
They got tools to help you. Andrew knows them. He's gonna give you his connections. My connections kind of sometimes flaggers go away because they get compromised, and mines are gone. But I was gonna try to track them for you, but I think Andrew's doing that already, which is great.
The more the merrier.
Mickey, we are here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
sorry,
what Alex
guys,
is really trying to say is you want to show your Texan tenacity.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know. I've been talking with someone in the chat, and it's just security. They've completely pulled up my stuff, and it was that easy.
Yep.
And I'm just over here literally scared because they got all of it, and they text it to me. They're like, "This is how easy."
They want to see your reaction. Don't even.
Yeah.
You know what, Mickey? Well, here, don't cry. That's what they want to see. They did that to my channel, and I went on with my emotional. My channel was taken down. Blah blah blah. When my channel was Mickey, check this out. When my channel was taken down, I want to just keep talking here, but I got to get this in here for you. My channel was taken down in one of the toughest months in the history of YouTube with the 2 terrorist attacks and the Apocalypse 2, right? The filters were on high alert. They were deleting great channels with million subscribers, including mine. The president of YouTube 2 weeks later came on apologizing for the false positive. A whole different game, in your situation, there's no crisis, right? You did nothing wrong. It'll be easier for your channel to be reviewed by people. In my situation, imagine that. Millions of subscribers that's more important than me having issues. You know what I did? I let them keep the channel. I might get it back in the future, but I let them keep it because it's not worth it. In your case, you're okay. You shouldn't even be giving into these guys. If they send you emails and things, they want to see your reaction. That's why they do this. Don't get in.
Mickey, the scary part is when I got swatted, Mickey, all they really needed was in my name and my address to call 911. That's all. But
oh my God.
Yeah, seriously. And when it all happened, I mean, it was a horrible experience because my family went through that as well.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to as far as a point is that I learned from that experience that I need to shore up my security. I need to make sure that there's nothing online that could potentially harm my channel, could harm me or harm my family. Not just for YouTube, but for pretty much everything. So there's a lesson to be learned here. You didn't do anything necessarily wrong, but there's a path forward for you to be more protective of what you hold dear, if that makes sense.
Can I address something? Because it's going through the crowd. I see there's some misconception between all the chat and that they're getting out. In short, and I haven't seen Mickey's stuff, but I'm just summing it up. She's done nothing wrong with her channel. So there's kind of back and forth. What she did, she got played by a scam asking for her credentials to get in her channel, i.e. her email, her password. And that's what happened. And her channel is suspended, which is due diligence by YouTube because she has a 2-step protection.
It's a good thing, believe it or not, guys. It's a good thing.
It's working its course. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Because I've seen some people getting confused and they were thinking that maybe she got... So no. So she didn't do anything wrong. She just got played. And if you guys get anything, not just YouTube, anything that ever asks for your password, do not answer it. Doesn't matter if it's the bank, doesn't matter if it's YouTube, doesn't matter if it's for Etsy, whatever site you can think of, no legitimate place will ever, I repeat, ever ask for your password. Ever. That never happens.
Right.
That is against terms of service on every medium going you can think of on here.
Yeah.
So just to put that out for everybody to understand that. So, and that's what it's about. She didn't do anything wrong. Okay. So she just go through due diligence.
Absolutely. No, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Seriously, because it's true.
Now starting to think that she so no, she was not.
Mickey didn't do anything wrong, but there's a lesson to be learned here in a sense that, we all need to be vigilant about protecting our information, making sure that, like, for instance, her saving grace in this situation was her two-step authentication. Take that and run with it, guys. Make sure that go to your YouTube and your Google and make sure that you've got all that set up. Make sure you get your phone numbers in there, your recovery emails in there. Make sure that everything is good in that regard. That's the lesson that we need to take from this.
And one key thing what you want to do is copy your URL and your channel ID, which is located on the live feed section button on the left-hand side. Go all the way to the bottom. You could get the stream key. You can get your URL from there. Or you know what? If this is complicated talk, go to your channel, hit the share button, and share. You see a copy link in there. Hit that, and then take a picture of it. Put it on your phone. Put it somewhere. Hide it and save it, and then get your channel ID too. Those are real important. If you get a strike, which is severe, and then especially from the algorithm, right? If you get brought down by the algorithm, having that information safeguarded, you're gonna need that on the reply email to get your channel back or to appeal it. So if you do an appeal process with the email response, you're gonna need that information. You're gonna need your name, your channel ID, your real name, and then you're gonna need the URL and the channel ID to proceed, which is a new safeguard that they added recently in the last few months as of, I think, February or March. Again, I didn't have that on my old channel. It took me forever. I had to go delete my Google channel because when you delete your Google channel, your YouTube channel, it'll say, do you want to delete this? You could see your URL there. That was the only way I was able to get my URL because I couldn't go into my email. They locked me out, the algorithm. So I'm like, oh my God, that took 3 hours to figure out. I had to hack my way into the account and figure a way to get my URL. Too late. The algorithm put me in suspension mode. We will review your case. I already knew from past experience by other channels that might take weeks or months or years. You know what? I proceeded. I moved on. I knew the crisis. Again, get your URL, your universal resources locator URL. Get that in there. Copy it, save it, and then also your channel ID, because that helps the humans see your channel faster through the lockout. They go in there, they'll know what to look for. They through those, like Andrew said, millions of videos. They'll be able to go through that into your channel with that URL. No passwords though. They don't need no passwords, just the URL and channel ID. And that's why they got Mickey. They got Mickey with this URL information and then password. Anybody could have fell for that. I would have probably fell for that too. And that's just the way it is. Save your URL as we're speaking and your channel ID, and then save it somewhere, because it's real important to appeal and save your channel. The longer you wait, Mickey did a great thing. Speed of light. She said, no, I've been compromised. No. She got on it real fast. For me, it took me 3 to 4 hours because I thought it was a spam. I didn't respond fast like Mickey did. And it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. You respond fast, it might be a hacker. You take your time, look at the mail. I looked at the IP address, had to do some search. I said, this is a real YouTube support channel. Why are they suspending my channel? I got 4,000 plus subscribers. I'm monetized. I could get 20 different accounts right now and do all this stuff with nobody knowing me. Why would I use my main channel? So I'm thinking I'm getting hacked or something. No, that was a real thing. They hacked my channel and YouTube reacted. You know what I'm saying? Get your URL. Don't let what happened on my channel with slow responses. Do what Mickey did. Respond real fast with the URL. That information will get humans to look, at your channel faster. It's really important.
So, I mean, really the main lesson here, like I said, I mean, Mickey didn't do anything wrong, but essentially we got to take something away from this, right, guys? So essentially, we just want to make sure that we're secure. We want to make sure two-step authentication, recovery emails, things of that nature are shored up the way that they should be. And you know what? Google your name and see what comes up. You might be
unpleasantly surprised.
That's what I was looking for right there. You might be pleasantly surprised. And you might have some work to do. You know what I mean? So maybe this live stream will prompt you to do that and help you to shore up that kind of thing. But that's the lesson here, really, because anybody could fall victim to this sort of thing. And as you can tell, it's not a pleasant experience.
I just want everybody to be protected.
Yeah, we love you, Mickey. I mean,
thank you.
You inspire us, man. I mean, Robert Banks, he really loves you. By the way, wasn't that a cute little pink thing that he had in that little dog? Be honest, Mickey, that was cute. That was low-key cute, wasn't it?
That was my sweater.
I know. He loves you, though. That was a funny video. And he's so serious. He's such a serious actor. Look at her. I'm going to chase that dog down. I'm the dog. I mean, we love you. He does that out of fun. We want to see you happy again. I'm telling you, if you could take that kind of barrage, like if it was me, I would have been crying like a little girl. Like, remember the other day, he thanked, didn't he thank the trash man at one point? Remember that? Hey, thank you, trash man. I'm over here. And how about me? You didn't thank me. I've been here for 2 hours. Remember that? I was crying. Ask Mickey. I mean, Robert, he hurts people, man. If you could take Robert's hurt, come on, Mickey. Come on now. You're good. I mean, that was funny, though.
You're strong. You're strong.
Yeah. We could do this, Mickey. We're gonna retweet. Shout out the channel.
You just don't understand how dumbfounded I feel. I just completely got duped. I feel like I just got punched.
Well, congratulations! You joined a couple 100,000 people, and there'll be more. It's a nice, and like I said, that's why I always tell people that it's like when you go on vacation. That's most time when you get something stolen from you.
Yeah.
Because it's that time where we're just busy, we let our guard down, and that happens in life. I mean, so you can't be. What can you say? Like Gil put. I like the way actually Gil put that part. It's not nobody's coming down on you. I'm actually proud of you that you're up making it a teachable moment for other people. That I commend you for, because if anything, at least that gives you some. Hopefully, gives you a little bit of peace with the whole thing, because there's you and many others that's happened to as well. I meant you wanted to say something a while ago.
No, I'm just keep reminding people to retweet it. So far, we have 20 retweets now. So keep retweeting, guys. Message if you have any other friends of YouTube or even just Twitter accounts that can retweet it. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get in touch here with Discord as well. If you have any other social medias, just put it out. The more we can do it, the better. And I think what works against you now is it's the weekend.
Yep.
I think once the week starts, it's gonna probably clear out a little bit better. But again, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get your channel back. Nobody can promise that, but at least to get everybody together to try.
Yeah, at least I did what I could. I'm still gonna persist with emails if I can. I just do not want this happening. This was such a quick strike that it does sideswipe. And I'm still numb from it. I don't want anybody to go through this much work and community, relationships that we've got. You just have to act fast.
Yep.
Do I know now? I think we all know now, and I want to take these steps to protect everybody. I mean, on Friday's stream, I was talking about YouTube. It's always about growth. It's always about learning. There's never a time to stop. There's always going to be a new experience, and I'm glad that this community has ways to address that and educate each other.
Let yourself get emotional today because it's Sunday. Nothing is going to be solved out today anyway, okay? So after this, just do whatever you need, a glass of wine or whatever it is, and let it all out and leave it, go kind of thing. It's not your fault, and just let it, whatever you have to do, cry, drink, or whatever. And then tomorrow, again, get at it. By that time, it's going to be a lot of retweets and contacts, and then you can get at it again. Just remember, it's not your fault. You're not the only one. It can happen to anybody.
That's the key right there, Mickey.
I also want to thank WTF Mike. He's making some good points.
Yes.
I've been saying that along the way. I hope well said.
Don't worry, Nero. You can definitely replay this. I'm not deleting any. I don't delete any of my live streams, so you can definitely replay this, especially this one. This is a super important message for everyone.
Definitely. We're going to put the link in our live stream as well. We have ours, so we're going to put that for each video.
Thank you, guys.
So everybody can do that,
All that stuff, guys, there is power in numbers. And you've heard me say that many times. You feel like, oh, we're up and coming, nobody cares. Things can happen when everybody bands together and stuff like this. This could be you tomorrow. It was us yesterday, Mickey today, somebody else tomorrow. There's sometimes we're going to stand up. And I'm going to say this, even if it's a channel you're not crazy about, and I'm not saying that about me. I'm everybody. Nobody likes everything. You still get behind them on stuff like this because you know what? Nobody deserves this country. No. That's the thing it comes down to, because it was done by no harm of her channel whatsoever, by her doing her words, her content. This is just hackers. And guys, it's going to get stronger. You have to realize we're dealing with a lot of countries, especially in the Eastern European area. There's tons of them that are highly educated and a little workforce that are very well educated. We're talking about a lot of people with master's degrees and so on and so forth. It is a hugely, hugely influential sector, and it's only going to get stronger. So be very diligent. Never give your password. Treat every password.
It's a shame too. Like you're making that point about the sophistication of these hackers. And they're 12 years old, 11 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old. There's no discrimination in terms of age, gender. These guys are good. And that, like Andrew said, they're getting better. So what you have to do is safeguard your channel. Make sure you back it up, right? We're going to repeat this because a lot of people's coming in. Back up that channel. Back up your URL. Back up your channel ID. Do videos and be aware, like Gil was saying, like don't, block people on the channel. Give them a chance. And if you see that they're crossing boundaries and doing bad things, you may want to time them out. And if you want to block them, that's up to you. But just kind of, be aware of your audience. When you got people in YouTube, there's millions of people watching, then you got the thousands and hundreds that's in your world here. You can't control everything. You got to just do you. And Mickey I think she has 3 or 4 jobs because he's always working. She got like a family, Pierre, the kids. She's swimming, she's editing. How can she monitor a guy that's such a great hacker? Like Andrew said, they're so sophisticated. They're using fonts that look so real that, it's nobody's fault. This here, that happened on my channel. I could run the reports on who reported my channel, but why am I going to do that? My channel's news information. My channel is boring. I could just do this over and over again because I love it. I helped my mom passed away helping thousands of people. She had a doctor's degree in business. She helped thousands for free. I love doing that on YouTube. And for me, I don't care about money, monetization, or fans. I want to make sure you get my message to help you, just like Mickey does. She gets her joy of helping people with happiness. She does her nerd book thing, her marketing for the products. Same thing with foods. We watch them because they get a whole bunch of people there as a network, and same thing with Gil. We are here to help you, Mickey. We want to make sure that you know that. Don't get on your feelings. We want to make sure you know that we are here. Even though we are here on YouTube, we're not holding your hand and feeling you and hugging you. We are giving you cyber hugs right now. We're giving you cyber love because we love you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I mean, at this point, we're in it for about an hour and a half now. Anybody on the panel, do you have any last things that you'd like to say to Mickey or to the chat before we go?
Well, we'll get in touch in private, I guess. Just so we know what to share with the contacts if we get in touch. Don't get discouraged. Are aware that it might not happen, but it might also. It's like 50-50 right now. You have done everything you possibly could. It's not your fault, and you see how many people love you and will continue. Even if you do have to make a different channel, I know it feels discouraging, but it's going to be a lot of people that are following you. We all love you.
Thank you.
I'd like to talk to you in a hangout after.
Yeah. I'm not going to terminate the hangout.
Okay,
just the live stream.
Okay. No, I wanted to make sure either way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Mickey, same thing for me as well. And guys, just please all use this as a teachable moment.
Mhm.
And I want to bring up Premier Hell. I was going to say that he said it perfectly. Guys, try to use different passwords for everything, and please treat everything you give passwords. I'm talking Social Blade. I'm talking vidIQ. I'm talking anything you do. Treat them like bank numbers. Give them each, because each one is more of a gateway into the other. And a lot of people use the same passwords for everything. So you've got to remember the cost of that is once they get one, they have access to a lot. So just really thank you for saying that, Premier Hell. That was a very good point.
For sure. Alex, did you want to say anything before we go?
No, I mean, Mickey, just call me. I'm here for your support. Text me, call me. You know, I'm always driving. I'll pull over and I'll talk to you because, I'm here, man. I know Pierre's there giving you support, your kids, which is great. And you got us here. You call me whenever you want. I'm right here, man. Just pick up the phone. Just call me. I'm right here. I don't want to see you like this. Just call me.
No, and I'm completely overwhelmed, not just from, the negative part of it. I'm just completely overwhelmed by the support through all channels. It just truly means a lot. Thanks for hanging in there with me. It seems like you guys are holding my hand too. So I just hope we learn from that. I'll always update you guys if I hear anything.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, but I want to thank everybody that was in the chat that offered their advice, their 2 cents, and their experience in what they've experienced on YouTube. So thank you so much for that, guys. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. If things aren't resolved by then, Mickey has an open invitation to come back on the stream, and we can have a fun stream while she waits for her response.
This was a fun stream, too. Come on. Fruza was here, Mickey.
Yeah.
I cried a little bit. She cried. I think I saw him eating a Twinkie, but he was also crying over there. I'm not sure. I think I saw a tear.
Oh, there were Twinkie butts aplenty, that's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. Until the next time, have a scrap happy day.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well.